Hey, welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do another real maintenance video. Going to do the cleaning on the Baitcaster here. Got the Pflueger Echelon. This is actually the first Baitcaster I bought myself when I was back in high school, so it's pretty old. But I'll never get rid of this thing. It's caught a lot of fish, even though it's not a high end reel by any means. I keep up on cleaning, maintenance, and it's just like you know anything you'd pay pretty good money for. Just maintenance is key on a lot of your reels. Keep them clean, they'll keep working for you. So we'll get into it here. I just keep this small little screwdriver set with me. I just keep it in my fishing bag just in case you got to do any repairs on anything. That's not super crazy. um, Before we get started here, um, just a little piece of advice that I've learned over the years is, this is going to go for anything that you take apart. So I lay everything out in the order that I take it apart. I lay it down in a line, so that way when I go put it back together, it's in the order that I took it apart. Um, just it makes it a lot easier, just in case you forget a step or forget a piece. But we'll go ahead. So first, we're going to take off the little cap here on the hand crank. Let's use this little flathead screwdriver. Just going to take that screw out. And the cap just slides off there. Sometimes you got to use the screwdriver and kind of pop it off. But then you got the little nut on here that holds the crank on. So I just grabbed a pair of needle nose pliers. That's what I had in my bag. And give that, just break it free. Just take that off. Lay that next in line there. And you'll slide off the crank. It's got this little flat washer on here. Then you got your star drag. Just counterclockwise, take this off. There's a little washer on the inside of that. Kind of see that there. Just leave that inside. And caught a lot of flack on my last video for, I misspoke. It happens sometimes. Called this the drag. This is your spool tension. So, same thing. It's just another cap. Counterclockwise. Take this off. Set that in line. So this is kind of what you're left with here. You got your shaft, your crankshaft, then your spool tension. So now we'll flip it to the other side. So you got your little logo button. A lot of reels, a lot of bait casters have these. It's actually a button. We're gonna push this in. Use two fingers. Slides. See that how the cap kind of slid up there. It's your side with your brakes. And this just pops off here. You got all your magnetic brakes there on the inside. Now you take out your spool. So that's what you got there on the inside. So this is just a basic clean here. As you use your reels, the more you use them, they catch sand, other grit, just dirt and stuff. So once we got this open, I just like to use Q-tips. Just kind of wipe those areas out where you got your spool running. Just kind of clean out the bottom. Doesn't really have any effect on anything, but you can just kind of see there where you get some build up there. You don't have to take out the line guide you can. That's, if you take this cover off, we're not going to do that today. That's a little more in-depth cleaning. Um, I did the very first time I took this cover off. You got to be careful. There's a lot. You got a lot more smaller moving parts in here. A lot of little cog wheels and springs and levers. So if you do take this off, this cover off, I recommend taking it off this way, so everything's laying flat. So if you take it off like this, like I did the very first time years ago, everything just comes falling out. Then you have to find the diagram for the reel. So you find all your parts and how they go back together. So this is real basic. This is usually all you have to do. So I got the Abu Garcia silicote reel oil. I like it. There's a lot of other ones out there. Use what you like. Use what you know works for you. We're just going to put a little bit here on the outer rim here of the spool, a little bit on the shaft there. I just kind of use my finger and run it around there. Just need a thin layer. A little bit right here. So now just going to slide your spool back in, just like so. And take your brake cap. Now we're going to put that back on. Kind of get it slid, just like that. Slides back in place. Okay. So now we're just going to reverse operations here, reverse the order. I like to put just a little bit of oil on the threads here. We'll start with the spool tension. Put that on. You got a couple washers here on the crankshaft. Just leave those there. Just get a little oil down there. It'll work its way in. A little bit on the threads. Spin your drag cap back on. Okay. Flat washer there. Put your crank back on. So then you got the nut here that holds the hand crank on. Make sure you get that on straight. Kind of get it finger tight. Grab your pliers. So now when you put your cap back on, you want to make sure the screw hole there lines up with that hole there. So we got that lined up there. We got the nut on. Cap. There you go. Make sure everything works there. And then I just like to throw just a little bit of oil there in that line guide. And just work that back. Spreads that oil out across there. A little bit. Let's see. Right down in there. Anywhere you got moving parts, just get a little bit of oil. Oops. So there you go. And you have to, readjust everything as you need, whatever you got tied on. Readjust your spool tension. But that's it. Just keeping everything lubed up and cleaned out. Your reels will last a long time for you. Even if they're not expensive, you can get them cleaned up and they'll act just like a really nice one. So hopefully this helps. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. If you guys got any other tips or anything else that you do different, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and check it out. And thanks for watching, everybody.